Hi again everyone. In today's Biblical Cities of the Holy Land video, we will take a look at the Old Testament city of Gath. The biblical city of Gath is located in the east of the plain of the Philistines in modern-day Western Israel. Unlike the other four cities of the Philistines, Ashdod, Ashkelon, Gaza and Ekron, whose locations are known, the location of the city of Gath, which means wine press, remained uncertain for many years and caused much controversy, and with many various locations being proposed for its site. However, since 1997, excavations at the site of es-Safi have apparently resolved the issue of its location. The site of es-Safi, which was proposed as a candidate for Gath since the late 19th century, is located near to both the city of Ekron, which is only 5 miles or 8 kilometers to the north, and is also close to the western end of the Elah Valley. The location of es-Safi, when compared with the geographical information that is given in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 17 verse 52, which states that both the Philistine cities of Gath and Ekron were close to each other and were also located near the western end of the Elah Valley, support this identification. Furthermore, the size of es-Safi, which measures over 100 acres, also indicates that this was a very large and very significant city in the area. This significance was based on its location in the fertile plain and on the route of 2 ancient highways. This physical significance corresponds well with it being Gath, as Gath was indeed one of the 5 major cities of the Philistines during biblical times. The Bible also mentions the city over 30 times, which may also show its relative importance amongst the other 4 cities. Excavations at the site, which show that there was habitation at Gath as far back as the early Bronze Age, have also unearthed a large amount of Philistine-style pottery later in its archaeological history, during the Iron Age. And this sort of pottery has been found at other Philistine cities like nearby Ekron. The above correlations and finds have persuaded most scholars that es-Safi is indeed the biblical city of Gath. The city is most famous for being the hometown of the infamous giant Goliath, whom David defeated in the nearby Elah Valley in 1 Samuel chapter 17. An earlier account though, found in Joshua chapter 11 verse 22, records that the remnants of a race of giants known as the Anakim lived in Gath, and also at Gaza and Ashdod, after Israel had destroyed them elsewhere in their lands. In relation to the name Goliath, a 10th to 9th century BC pottery sherd, which I have done an earlier video on, which link will be above, was discovered at the site of es-Safi, which was written in an Indo-European language that appears to record a name very similar to that of the giant Goliath. Gath also acted as a temporary home for David while he was on the run from King Saul, according to 1 Samuel chapter 21 verse 10 and chapter 27 verses 2 to 4. It was apparently during David's stays at Gath that he acquired a band of Philistine men called Gittites as bodyguards, which apparently followed David throughout his life, as these men of Gath were still clearly with David when he fled from Jerusalem from his rebellious son Absalom in 2 Samuel chapter 15. The Bible also records in 2 Kings chapter 12 verse 17 that the city was captured in war by the king of Aram, modern day Syria, named Hazael, which event took place during the 9th century BC. The remains of a 1.5 mile long siege ditch that was dug around the tell to besiege the city has been dated to the 9th century BC and appears to have been built by the Syrians during their taking of the city. Gath is briefly mentioned elsewhere in the Old Testament, and the last 2 mentions can be found in the prophetic books of Amos chapter 6 verse 2 and Micah chapter 1 verse 10. The Bible then is silent in regards to the city and its fate. The last known extra-biblical historical mention of Gath is found in Assyrian sources that date to the time of the king Sargon II in the late 8th century BC, that state that he captured the city in war. It appears then at some point after the 8th century BC that the city was abandoned. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more new videos every Friday.